3 massive mistakes. Like, if your gym is not helping you out in these areas, it doesn't matter how much alternative training you do, you're not going to improve in the level you want. And we want to make sure that when we go to the gym, if we're not able to address these in terms of the coach doing it, we can take it upon ourselves, because some gyms are fantastic. Some gyms have so many elements dialed in and they're really serving you to the best of their abilities. But if they're missing these 3 things, you can go and make sure that you're adding this to your routine or to your thought. So the very first thing that I want to talk with you about is not training with other people, not being allowed to train outside the gym, or not allowing other gyms to come and train with you. And this happens far more than you might think. There are so many gyms that don't want to be almost discredited by allowing other gyms to train alongside their students and make them look bad. And what that should tell you right away is the quality of instruction is not that good, because when you have to protect your students from the other gyms, obviously you go, well, we know who's better. We know who's creating the better students. If for some reason you are at a gym and you are sparring day after day after day with the same, let's say 6 guys, 20 guys, but you're not getting people coming in from other gyms and you have been told that you are not to go and try out other gyms, it might just be something you have to do. You have to go, okay, you know what? I'm going to train here 2 or 3 days a week, and once a week I'm going to go to this other gym for a sparring class so I can get rounds with other people. Because when you're starting off and you're trying to make that rapid growth, those massive improvements, there's not much that is going to help you or going to be that much of like a reality check than getting in front of somebody brand new and just going, okay, how do my skills match up against this person? When you've sparred with the same person for 6, 7, 8, 9 months or more than that, you get comfortable and you start to know this person very well. So that is a massive area in which you can try and improve your skill set, get in with new faces. And when you train with these people, it's really going to test you in that moment. The first minute or 2, you're going to be getting that reality check. Or maybe you'll be able to pat yourself on the back and go like, wow, I'm doing really well here. The next area where many gyms struggle is defense. You guys know on the channel, I preach it all the time. And I'm going to leave the link right there, one in the description below and one that you can click on, where you can go, okay, you know what? I'm not getting the defense training that I need. I'm going to follow along with Gabriel's course, learn what I need to, grab a training partner, do some drilling together so that I am improving my defense. Because keep in mind, offense is fun. And most gym owners know that offense is going to get memberships. Defense is not cool. It's not as sexy as that offense, but it's only 50% of the game. Right? How can you go into a gym and never do defense when literally half of what you do when you're moving with somebody is defense, right? Crazy to not implement that more. So I think my suggestion to you, what I used to do would be, okay, at the end of class or in the middle of class, if somebody was doing it, especially if I was teaching, we're going to get somebody in front of me and they're just going to throw for like a minute. 1 minute, they just throw nonstop kicks, punches, knees. I have my back close to a wall, so I have nowhere to run, and I just sit there and I pick off the shots, I slip, I catch, and if there's 2 lines, 2 rows of people facing towards each other, 1 row slides down and you get a new partner. And they just keep sliding along until everybody's got a chance to do defense against the person on the other side, and then you switch sides, and now the other side goes offensive, other side defensive. That's a great way to train. You can even do that if you just have 4 people, even 2 people, I guess. You just swap back and forward, just getting used to different intensity, different styles of blocking. You can challenge yourself. It's something that you should be doing. It blows my mind that more people, more gyms are not teaching this, and I'm very impressed that so many of you on the channel went, you know what, Gabriel has the defense course and I'm gonna get it. I wasn't sure if anybody was gonna buy the course because I'm like, yeah, it's not as cool as me doing a course on sweeps or throws or how to be more offensively gifted. So good job to you if you grab that course. The last area where I feel gyms really lack and they are stifling your growth is teaching everybody the same way. So if you go into, let's say, a Muay Thai gym, I feel like Muay Thai gyms are so bad at this. You go in and everybody has to be tapping their front foot and everybody has to have their hands up here and you've all got to throw things the same way, like big round kick, plant, big round kick, maybe a jab, teep, step forward knee, tapping your front foot the whole time. And it seems odd to me because within Thailand, yes, there is that sort of style, but there are alternative styles. There's so many different styles within Thailand. And to be like, we're fighting this one way, it's like, what the heck? It's kind of the same as going to a gym where they're going to teach you we have to throw our hook with the thumb facing inwards as opposed to up or down. It's like, why? And the coach says, well, this is how it works for me. I'm like, yeah, well, that's great. That's how it works for you. What about the other 30 people in the room? And there are so many stylistic things, which I get messages on all the time. People saying, look, my coach is telling me to stop throwing spinning side kicks. He says they don't work. I'm like, well, obviously the spinning side kick works. Does it work for everybody? No. But the basic message here is don't let your gym stick you in this box. And they're like, you can't go outside of it. If your gym is all about fancy kicks and you want to learn how to box really well, but they don't want you to do that, yeah, go ahead and learn it. Because for you to find your own style and to become the best version possible, you have to test out everything. You have to try every style almost and take elements that fit with you, that feel like they're actually going to work for you, and then disregard everything that doesn't. And you could take pieces from Muay Thai, pieces from kickboxing, pieces from even Taekwondo and create this awesome style that suits you, and then get rid of a whole bunch of other stuff. Or you might go like, oh, you know what? I love boxing. My hands are really good and I'm going to focus on that, a real boxer style, but I'm going to incorporate those low kicks. And then I'm going to get really good at catching with the Muay Thai catches. There's so much you can do. For coaches and gyms to say we're all training the same way, we're all going to have the same style, that just seems wild to me. And I guess I recognize why they do it. They do it because it's easy, right? It takes a lot of work to go, okay, there's 5 people here and we're going to teach each person differently. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of time. It's just being like, we're doing this and it's going to be done this way. It's easy. Everybody can follow along, but it's not the best way to teach you to bring out your best version. So you have to do that by yourself. And you have to ignore sometimes the criticism that your coach might say or give you when he's like, no, that's not how we do things. You have to go, no, I'm just going to stand my ground and I'm going to incorporate these elements which are outside what is regular here, but we still know work. So there are 3 ways that you can really improve your overall skill set by just trying things a little different than your gym might not be giving you. If you have a gym that is doing everything that I said there, and obviously more because there's lots I didn't touch on, that's just 3 basic elements, then you go, okay, I have a good gym. I'm at the right spot. And it's also very easy to tell if you have a good gym, if there's competitions happening within the club members, how are they doing? Are they winning belts? Are they racking up mostly wins as opposed to lots of losses? Like when I used to be an amateur, we had this group of people, like probably 12 or 15 of us who trained together a lot. And when fights were coming up, we'd help each other prep extra time outside of classes. And our win-loss ratio was ridiculous. It was so high. Like, I think 90% might be selling it a little short. It might have been more like 95 to 97% win ratio for us. And that's what you really want. So be aware of all that. Take it upon yourself to make those extra steps, those changes if necessary. And as always, guys, I'm going to be here for you, assisting you along the way to becoming the best martial artist, the best fighter, whether it be competitive or just for fun, possible. Thanks for joining, guys. As always, train hard. I will see you back here soon for another video.